Our Dash, good to catch up with you. Got conference tournament time coming up next week at Middle Tennessee. Boy, the road has just been what this team has done the last couple of weeks. Again, it's on the road next week, the tournament, and so kind of gearing up for that. You've had a lot of experience on the road. What does it take, you think, number one, to win a championship? You've won plenty in your career, and but to do it here at Liberty, how special would that be?
I mean, it'd be super special. I think the reason it's really special is because of how far we've come this year. We put the girls through a lot of pressure situations, like you said, tough travel situations. It wasn't on accident. We did it on purpose because we wanted us to be tough, and they've proven that. So it'd be really special just to see us accomplish that goal of being able to win in the end. But I mean, I told them yesterday, it kind of feels like we have already won.
Okay.
It feels there's a freedom about this team right now because you've accomplished what you wanted to do as a team, not the wins and losses, but just what you want, the culture you wanted to build. And so, you have the stuff. Now, this time of year, I start relaxing a little bit. You talk about winning a championship. You relax a little bit because you've done what you can do. Now it's just go do it.
Yeah.
And so we're ready.
Yeah, the hay's in the barn, as they say. You mentioned freedom a minute ago, Dash. I hear more and more coaches talk about playing with freedom. In the game of tennis, how does a singles player, a doubles player, how do you get to that point of playing in freedom?
I think when I talk about it, it's pure mental, right? Can you forgive yourself when you make a mistake? You're gonna make a mistake. It's tennis, it's sports, right? So you're gonna make a mistake. Do you forgive yourself? Do you move on quickly? Do you still believe in yourself? Mm-hmm. And I think there's a freedom to that. It's just the way we kind of built through this year. We've worked really hard, and now we're gonna play that way.
Each season has ebbs and flows, Dash. Give me some of the crescendo moments for your team this season.
Yeah, I think one of the big ones, we went to Florida. We played a really tough match with FGCU, and we had a shot to win that one in the end, and we didn't. It was when we may have choked a little bit in a few spots, and it's okay. And then next day, we play against USF, South Florida, and that's a good team. They beat us last year, and we came out, and all the things we wanted to do better, we did better. Right. And I think that was a moment where we looked at each other. We were really proud. Then a few weeks later, we played UNC Charlotte. They were 29 in the nation at the time, and we had them. We had them, and we didn't win. But it was one of those where we got in the group afterwards, got in our huddle, and me and Grant, our assistant coach, were like, "Girls, we're there. Like, you're there. You don't win that match, but we're there. We can do this." And so it's been a couple highlights.
You mentioned the mental game of tennis, and I was intrigued by your message to our staff yesterday about just playing with confidence. And in between the ears, that's a lot to do with feeling confident, getting up and playing your best tennis. How do you get that message across to your team?
Well, the main thing, I think, is how the leadership lives their lives. Yeah. I think I'm not always perfect with words, but I like to show what I'm confident in. I'm confident in myself, but I'm because of God. God, like I said yesterday in with the group, God's made me in a way, I don't know, it's just the way he made me. I'm confident that he has made me in a way where I can be successful. Mm-hmm. And I think you talk to the girls about that, and they start understanding what that means. And they understand why they can be successful. It isn't because they can hit a forehand in the court. It's because they've been given the privilege to be able to compete, and they've learned some things, and they get to use that. And so you get different kind of confidence. It's not. I really don't think it's arrogance. I think It's just you just believe in what's real.
Coach's job is to make decisions during the season. And when it comes to tennis, I mean, who plays in what spot? You've had some changes towards the top of your singles kind of rotation. What goes into those decisions? Not calling out specific athletes, but getting the best six out there, and then your doubles pairs. What goes into those decisions?
It's a lot of teamwork, to be honest. So I'll talk to my staff quite a bit about it. We kind of go through every scenario we can. And then I'll even talk to the captains. I'll say, hey, this is our idea. What do you think? And so I think when the whole team gets to make a decision like that, I think we all buy in a little more. In the end, it's my choice in the end. And so I'll do what I think is best for the group. But I also believe the lineup makes itself. I tell them all the time, if no one, whoever plays 1, 2, 3, that doesn't just, I don't pull names out of a hat. They earn that spot, whether in practice or what they're doing on the court in matches. And so I really think it makes itself in the end.
Final thought here, Dash, you were talking about at this time of year, the hay's in the barn. we were here watching you girls work out before your match with Richmond. This time of year, you gear up for postseason. What are workouts structured like, and what's the main goal of those workouts?
It's just fine-tuning the last couple things, making sure I like to talk about the whole journey of the spring, the whole semester. So we make sure we talk about how far we've come the last few months, what we've learned from it, and then we just use it. So I think we're doing these practices. We're not really introducing a lot of new things, just trying to fine-tune the little things. We always say pump their gas, which just means make them more confident, make them happier and happier. So we're going to pump their gas a little bit the next couple of days.
All right, time now to spend some time with redshirt junior Daniella O'Neal Garcia. Daniella, good to catch up with you again. Take us through the season. You played a little bit of #1 singles and high-level doubles. Take us through the season from your perspective as an individual, then we'll talk about the team a little bit.
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, obviously at the beginning, things are a little rusty, but as the season has gone by, I felt great about my game, and I mean doubles as well. It was interesting first knowing Milana. This is her first semester here and playing immediately doubles with her and having no experience with her doubles. Yeah. But it's been great. I mean, she's a great player, and I've been really happy to play with her, and I'm very, very happy about my game as well. Yeah.
Playing doubles, Daniella, a lot about chemistry. You learn it on the court, but off the court as well. How do you build that chemistry maybe off the court that can help you on the court?
I mean, it's just more like talking about non-tennis stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's more about our lives, get to know our families and interests that we have and stuff. I think that's what makes a great doubles pairing. Mm-hmm. And it's more not just about the tennis. Yes, when you're on court, yes, you got to talk about strategy, and you may want to talk about it a little bit when you're off court as well. But yeah, it's honestly trying to get the person by itself, how they are personality wise, and I mean that's gonna reflect on court no matter what.
I was reading on your bio, you like to sing a little bit.
Yeah.
What? Give me if we got a karaoke machine, what's your go-to song you like singing?
Well, my go-to song is Gasolina by Daddy Yankee, okay. But Bad Bunny is my favorite artist. He's from Puerto Rico as well, Daddy Yankee as well. Yeah. So any Bad Bunny song, I know it word by word. I mean, I've been listening to that guy since 2016, 17, so almost 10 years now. But yeah, any song about Bunny, I know it.
Joined by Daniella O'Neal Garcia. You're entering the postseason here next week at Middle Tennessee. You hear a lot in sports, okay, you want to be playing your best at the end of the season. Does that equate into tennis as well, you think?
Yes, 100%. I mean, obviously, yes, it's good to have good wins early on in the season because that helps you to build confidence and momentum as the season goes by, but definitely you want to be playing your best tennis in around April, so definitely that's what we aim for. I mean, I feel that every single week at practice everybody has gotten significantly better, so that's great to see, and it's great to also experience it with the team because it's not you only see a couple of girls doing good on court. It's everybody, and that helps everybody on court, even if you're playing or either if you're cheering for your teammates, so that really helps out a lot.
The conference tournament, as we mentioned, is at Middle Tennessee on the road. Last couple of weeks, this team has been on the road for 8 straight matches, including Richmond before we tape this coming up on Friday. What is life like on the road, and how do you get maybe to know your team a little bit better when it's just you and the girls and the coaches in the hotel rooms?
It's a little bit exhausting, really, because, it's you're only 2 or 3 days here, and then it's off you go again, and staying at hotels and traveling, a lot of driving and all that. But it's good, as you're saying, for the team chemistry, and honestly for us to get to know each other. We might feel we're sick of each other, but we're really not, because honestly that helps to translate on court as well. So it's been a little challenging because sometimes you want to be at home a little bit more, but it's also fun to get to travel. And this is one of the best things about college is that you get to see different states and stuff. And since our team is full of internationals, they get to experience a little bit more of it, and me as well. It's not that I travel the whole country, but it's good to know about the cities, know about the cultures and all that, and yeah, it's very fun.
So to win a Conference USA Women's Tennis Championship, what will it take next week at Middle Tennessee?
Everything. I mean, we got to get everything we have, everything we've been working for. I mean, this team hasn't gotten a conference championship yet, and I want to change that, and I know this team is capable to change that as well, and I'm very, very excited, very happy to what's going to happen in Middle Tennessee, and we're going to give it everything on the court, regardless of the, seating we have or anything. No matter the opponent that we have, we're going to give it everything we got, and I'm very, very excited and very looking forward for next week.